The state pension, which is worth about £200 a week to people over the age of 66, currently rises every year by something called the triple lock. That means it goes up by the higher of earnings growth, price inflation, or 2.5%. That means that the value of that pension has gradually risen over time, both in real terms relative to prices and relative to the earnings of the population. This policy that's been in place since about 2010. Now, is this a good policy? Well, it's certainly a different policy to those that affect people of working age. Their benefits have gone up at best in line with inflation and sometimes actually less than in line with inflation. So pensioners are doing a lot better than the working age population. But of course, this comes at a cost, and a pretty significant cost. The state pension costs well over £100 billion a year, and that is a big chunk of public spending. Now, the problem with the triple lock is it's kind of random. Actually, how much the state pension goes up by over time depends on the relationship between inflation, earnings growth, and 2.5% in any individual year. So we do not know what the level of the state pension will be in 5 or 10 years' time. Now, it's perfectly reasonable, and I think it's actually right for the government to say we want the state pension to be at a particular level. It's currently at about 30% of median earnings. Maybe the government wants it to be at 33 or 35% of median earnings. If you want to get there, then actually you should increase the state pension in a way that gets there in a fairly smooth manner. It could take 5 years, it could take 50 years, literally, under the triple lock. We don't know what will happen. So let's actually say what we want the state pension to do, what level we want it to be at, and when it gets to that level, then increase it in line with earnings over time, but making sure that it increases at least in line with prices in any individual year. At some point, this triple lock has to come to an end. Let's actually come to a rational, agreed decision about how we're going to do that.